What is going on, my beautiful friends and family? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a vegan bodybuilding meal prep because I have not done one of these in a long time and a lot of you guys had asked for it. So here it is. The theme for this one is all stuff that takes less than 5 minutes to prep. I mean, seriously, some of the food will actually cook for longer than 5 minutes, but you will only be spending 5 minutes preparing it and putting it into containers for the rest of the week. And you're gonna have some high protein, very delicious meals that require very little effort. Okay, before we jump into it, a couple of ground rules, and number one being these are just baseline recipes. If you need more calories or if you need less calories per meal, you can adjust the ingredients appropriately. Also, when I say high protein, this is high protein for me because I'm gonna eat around 3,000 to 4,000 calories. Each of these meals is roughly around 500 to 600 calories, which means that I'm gonna be eating 5-6 times this amount. So 30 grams of protein goes a lot farther once you multiply it by 6. Last ground rule is that you can add anything you want. These are just baseline recipes. So if you don't want to use a certain sauce that I'm using, use a different one that you like more. If you want to, reduce the amount of sugar that's in there, use a hot sauce instead of like a barbecue sauce. If you need more protein per meal, then add something like seitan, tofu, tempeh, beans to get more protein in there. I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what your diet is like. So again, this is just me trying my best to make something that fits almost everybody. And if you're someone who's trying to gain muscle or lose body fat and this kind of stuff is really difficult figuring out what to eat, how to get your right macros in and the protein and all that kind of stuff, and you want help with it, you should join my Vegan Battle Plan 2.0 coaching program. You can just send me a DM on Instagram that says gains and you and me will start chatting. We'll see if you and I are right for each other and we can get to coaching. All right, let's jump into this first meal. It's delicious. All right, like I said, these are all pretty damn easy recipes. So to start, we're gonna mince an onion, 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, or more if you're super cool, and 8 or so mushrooms, and saute all of those on high heat for around 7 minutes. Now the sugar from the vegetables will start to caramelize onto the pan, that brownness. This is perfect, there's lots of flavor. So deglaze the pan now with a bit of water, broth, or wine. It does not matter which, it's just gonna take that stickiness off. Now we're gonna add this deliciousness and all of the rest of the ingredients, which are 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of any type of beans, 1 can of coconut milk, 1 cup of nutritional yeast, 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin, and a cup of veggie broth into a boiling pot. And we're gonna let that simmer for about 20 minutes with the top on. Oh, and if you want to have a little bit less fat in this recipe, you can use a reduced fat coconut milk, or you can use no coconut milk. That is it though. Just evenly portion this out into your Tupperwares. Done. Okay, this one is the easiest of all. So we're gonna take 2 cups of dry quinoa. I've got a nice grain mix here. And then I'm gonna take 2 cups of dry lentils and we're gonna rinse all of these. Then we're gonna add these as well as 7 cups of water to a pressure cooker. Now, if you don't have a pressure cooker, get one. Okay, but if you don't, you can also do this by simmering in a big pot on the stovetop for about 20 minutes as well with the lid on. But on our pressure cooker, we are going to set it to low for 5 minutes. And then after it comes out, we're just going to mix in 10 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. You can use any other sauce that you want, like teriyaki or Korean barbecue sauce or whatever else. Maybe ketchup. That sounds like it might be terrible. Equal portions into your Tupperware. And finally, we're going to add 2 to 3 cups of mixed vegetables on top. I'm telling you, do not underestimate this one. It is bomb. Okay, I will admit this one does have the longest cook time, but it still has less than 5 minutes of actual prep time where you're doing anything. Take 5 big russet potatoes, rinse them well, and then cut them into rounds. And these rounds should be roughly a finger thick, but it does not need to be perfect. That's totally fine, just kind of guesstimate it. Now put these on a cooking sheet and put those in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for roughly 30 to 40 minutes. And while those are cooking, we're gonna take an 8-ounce bag of soy curls. Mine are from Butler Farms. We're gonna put that into a container, fill the container up with a bunch of water, doesn't matter how much, and just let it sit for 15 minutes to hydrate. Once they're hydrated, we're gonna add 5 to 6 tablespoons of any store-bought taco seasoning. I've got the Flavor God kind right here, but if you wanna do your own spices, you can do 2 teaspoons each of paprika, chili, and cumin. And we're just gonna mix it up really well. All right, now we're gonna pull out our potatoes, which at this point should be nice and browned. And we're gonna open up a can of Rosarita's vegetarian refried beans. These are delicious the way they come straight out of the can. You gotta find them. Okay, now we're just going to plate even portions of the taco soy curls, the potatoes, and we're gonna put half a cup of refried beans into each Tupperware, and we're done. All right, you sexy people, there you have it. 3 different meal preps, 5 meals each so that you can eat them every single day of the week. Obviously, you don't have to make all 3 meal preps. You can just choose one, whatever you want to do. Prepping your meals, especially on a day off like a Sunday, is a fantastic way to take away all the guesswork for the rest of the week of what you have to eat while you're, at work or school or just traveling around and you don't have time. It'll keep you from eating fast food, junk food, snacks, and it'll keep you on your macros because you'll have foods pre-prepared that you just need to microwave real quick that deliver a bunch of protein. And then later when you get home from school or work, then you can make that big feast meal that you prepare because you have time for it. These are time savers and on track tools to keep you on track. That being said, I haven't made one of these meal prep videos in a long time, and if you enjoyed this and you want to see more of these, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying this. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below, or what your favorite meal was out of this meal prep edition, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We'll see you beautiful, amazing people in the very next video. Peace. CT,